Economic sustainability is perhaps the biggest challenge for an independent Bougainville. We ventured further south to a place that could bankroll the prospective nation. Some estimates put the value of copper and gold remaining in the Panguna mine as high as 90 billion Australian dollars. But how those resources should be leveraged has long been a source of tension. We're meeting one of the mine's landowners, Camillus Kabui. President Tarama made it clear he wants Panguna up and running as quickly as possible. But Camillus says the reality is it's unlikely before the 2027 independence deadline.
The mining, it takes about an average of 3 to 5 years to, actually start the production.
Decades after the war, Panguna remains officially closed. Now a new start could be on the horizon. Camillus points out where Lloyds Metals is setting up. An Indian company controversially selected by the government to reboot operations without a tender process. Despite the president recently coming in person to consult with landowners, many maintain it's too little, too late.
There's no consultation with the landowners yet, proper consultation. Take them out of Panguna.
As we edge closer to the mine, Camillus spots another landowner.
Lives up here.
Beverly Itamari is among a group that has ordered Lloyds Metals to stop work at Panguna, arguing the company's trespassing on Indigenous land.
If you want to put things right in Panguna, you have to organise and set things right in the villages.
What are your concerns if things aren't handled properly?
There's a great risk. There's still a fear because you see, this had been a violence-filled place before, and that attitude within the blood of the people, it's not yet cleansed.
As we drive, the landscape is littered with reminders of Rio Tinto's hurried withdrawal as the crisis escalated, abandoning infrastructure and leaving environmental damage that was never properly addressed. At its peak, Panguna was one of the largest mines of its kind in the world. But studies show of the billions of dollars generated over the life of the mine, landowners received less than 2%.
Not many, the locals were employed by the mine. Like, for example, for a block of land, my mother was getting about 8 kina.
8 kina per year, that's that's less than $4 Australian.
That's right.
As we arrive, we can see streaks of vivid blue, copper exposed to the elements. And in the mine's gigantic pit, a hive of activity. Alluvial miners are excavating rich seams of gold to sell on the open market. Even children move about amongst the tip trucks.
Many of the kids, they don't go to school. They stay at home mining. Sometimes the classrooms empty, the kids are doing gold.
Is that sad?
Of course.
It's tough work for these miners, but it's also lucrative. Many here are uneasy about what could happen if a new operator takes charge.
Only come now, all by stop, all by behind in right below me plow, we start by walking decision. We start by walking control.
Lindsay Atona says tensions could bubble over again.
Plenty times I come up, I say sing out more company come to Bougainville, but look him. How much we go now, except lose.
Bougainville's government didn't answer our questions regarding the mine, but has previously said it acknowledges differing views and has resumed negotiations to restart operations. There are also worries about the environmental impact of reopening. In the river valleys downstream from the mine, water polluted with waste copper turns a deceptively inviting turquoise, starkly visible here where two rivers meet.
Hello, afternoon.
We met with local Barnabas, who showed us his fingernails which have turned blue from the water.
Water blow drink inogat, all fish inogat, all blow one more stuff inside the water to inogat. Poison in water blow me plus, so now me play pain in life and me heart. Me play sa was long all this la water tasol. This la emi poison. Sampla only kiss him sick, only gata polsua na emi go come up big pla, na plo finish.
He wants former operator Rio Tinto to fix the damage it left behind, something it's only partly committed to do.
Rio Tinto emi kan bagarapi mall get something blow me pla na emi no make him compensation. And big pla heavy. Me play no been benefit. Time only like reopen him can. Display big pla heavy. By only throw my waste low. ABG iwok lo like tok one time lo reopening. Me pla got heavy because waste by come na bagarapi me pla can.
Not everyone is worried. Back in Arawa, we meet Teresa Jantong. She was one of several Panguna landowners who travelled as a guest of Lloyd's Metals to India to view their operations.
For decades, Lloyd's Metals has stood as a trusted name in the metals and mining industry.
Despite never previously operating a mine of Panguna's size, Teresa says she was impressed by how they handled communities with past mining tensions.
I see Lloyd's Metal as one of the credible investor who is speaking for the people. It's not just talking about the corporate money only. And I saw their setups in there, and then I saw how they rehabilitate the people. They set up their schools and also institutions like universities.
She says it's a lucrative opportunity for an independent Bougainville, but it will only work with the landowners' backing.
It is time to move on, and move on means people from Panguna, they must be fully united, so they must start thinking about how they're going to look after the entire population of Bougainville. Instead of dividing themselves, they must speak the same voice and then start thinking, to the future.